This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. Welcome here to the Strip View Pavilion at the Thomas and Mack Center for the announcement of Josh Pastner as the newest head coach of the Runner Rebel basketball team. Let's make some noise for Coach Pastner. Let's also give it up for our UNLV band helping welcome Coach Pastner here to the Thomas and Mack Center today. And also got to give it up for a lot of the folks that have made this happen on the logistics end. UNLV Sports Information Director Andy Grossman, UNLV Production Director Brian Williams, and a ton of other people that have gotten us here today, gotten everything set up, and gotten us ready to go for this press conference. So let's hear it for them. For those that don't know me, my name's Matt Neverett. I do the radio play-by-play for Runner Rebel basketball as well as UNLV football. Really excited to be here today and to introduce Josh Pastner as the newest head coach of the UNLV Runner Rebel basketball program. Our table of contents for today, we're going to hear from UNLV President Dr. Chris Heavey. We're also going to hear from the Athletics Director Eric Harper, talking about the hire and talking about Coach Pastner as a coach and as a guy. And, of course, we're going to hear from Coach Pastner at the end. We're going to do one-on-one with local media off to the side following, and we'll coordinate that over here once we are through today. So really appreciate you all joining us here today, getting set for a new era of Runner Rebel basketball. Without further ado, getting ready to take the stage, I want you to help me welcome UNLV President Chris Heavey.
Well, thank you so much. I'm beyond excited to be here today to help welcome Coach Pastner and his family to the Rebel family. That's what we love doing, is welcoming people to this great group that we all believe in and care so much about. I want to start off by thanking Athletic Director Harper. He is an amazing partner in this and the leader of this program, and I have 100% faith in his ability to hire amazing coaches who can lead us to the next level of competition. What I said to Coach A.D. Harper when we got started here is, I believe in you, get this done. And I know he did more than burn the candle at both ends. He must have like 6 ends of his candle, because he worked incredibly hard over the past 2 weeks to bring the right person here. I want to thank Coach Pastner for believing in the Rebel family and running Rebel basketball. A guy with a winning record like that has options, and we know that he's showing his faith in us by being here today and signing this contract to lead us to the next level of competitiveness. So thanks, Coach. I want to thank the amazing boosters and supporters who have made this possible. When people write checks to support the programs of the university, that warms my heart beyond description. And we know that a sports program needs those kinds of people to bring the resources to the table to make it possible to compete at the highest level. So I cannot thank our boosters and our donors enough. Thank you for all the support you've shown in helping us bring Coach here. And the last thing I want to say before I hand it over to the main events today is, this is a special community. I've been here for 32 years, and I know I'm speaking to the choir saying there is no city like Las Vegas. I was in this room a few months ago with a room full of 4.0 high school GPAs, trying to tell them that this is a great place to come and get their education, because no place in the world has a view like that right outside its window. This is the most exciting, dynamic city in the world, and we know we can compete at the highest level. But to do that, we need the entire community behind this program. So the boosters and the donors are already showing their commitment to Rebel basketball, and we need everyone from this community to come out. So the excitement of that community is represented in this world-class facility every night. And my commitment to you is, I'll be here for every men's basketball game, or have a member of my cabinet in our box, which is number 19, right around the corner. Come by and say hello. let me thank you for your support of the Rebel basketball program, and let's make sure that we have the excitement of Vegas represented in this building so that that coach can bring his talent and his passion to the court and make us successful in competing at the highest level. Thank you very much.
Dr. Heavey. Now we're going to hear from a guy who, as mentioned, has worked tirelessly. I'm going to extend that candle. I'm going to say probably 8 ends to the candle of our next speaker, a guy who's worked tirelessly looking for the next leader of this Runnin' Rebel basketball team, and a guy who has done a phenomenal job at his tenure in his current role. Everybody, please help me in welcoming UNLV Athletic Director Eric Harper.
Good morning, everyone. Really excited to be here today for Coach Pastner and his family. But you always know, love my wife. Because if I was burning 8 ends of the candle, she's burning 20. And I appreciate her. Love you. I'm a crier, Josh. Again, thank you for being here. I'd like to thank President Heavey for his support and commitment during this process. He has been a great partner, and we work together on this, and I look forward to continuing to work with Dr. Heavey to bring Runnin' Rebel basketball back to national prominence. Thank you, Dr. Heavey. I also want to take a moment to recognize our members of the Board of Regents. If any are in attendance today, thank you for your support as well. I want to thank you as well to our entire athletics department and the Thomas and Mack Center staff for their unwavering support and commitment to all of our student athletes. Our student athletes are the reason why we do what we do every day. Before I get into why we are all here today, I would like to thank our team for the work they've done to make this day possible. I can't thank Mike Ketchum and Joe Moeller enough for their support through the process. We stayed in the war room about 10 to 12 straight days, and we found out that if we eat one more chicken wing, Ketch was going to turn into a chicken wing. I also want to thank all of our donors, season ticket holders, for their commitment, passion, and support for Runnin' Rebel basketball. We need you to pack the TMC next year and support our new coaching staff and team to win at a championship level. We are committed to taking Runnin' Rebel basketball back to the top, and we're excited about the future of our new coach. We all know the Runnin' Rebel basketball means to Las Vegas, and we will need your continued commitment to win consistently and compete for championships. We are very excited to welcome Josh and his family to the Rebel family. I'm fortunate to have known Josh for over 20 years. I've watched him grow as a coach. I have been impressed with his ability to lead. He is a guy that I have great respect for and look forward to working with him to build a championship program. You know, you go through a lot of search and you have a lot of conversation, but when you talk to an individual about the job, Josh didn't just want a job. He's talented enough to get jobs all over the country. He wanted the UNLV job. Some people have asked, what were you looking for in our new head coach? A tireless and relentless recruiter, someone with head coaching experience, committed to building a championship culture, someone that's going to engage with the former Runnin' Rebels, somebody that's going to engage in the community of Las Vegas, our campus, with our students and with our department, someone that knows the X's and O's of basketball, someone that's going to be a good person, a good partner with all of us here, someone that will be committed to UNLV for the long term. We found all of that and more in our new head coach, who will be introduced to you shortly by the great voice of the Rebels, Matt Neverett. Thank you.
I appreciate that, Harp. And now for the reason that we're all here, right? To hear from the new head coach of Runnin' Rebel basketball, a guy who's come in hot at his previous 2 stops, winning the conference's Coach of the Year in his first season at each of his previous 2 stays, and a guy who, at the very least, we know is smart because he's getting out of the media and back into coaching here for the 25-26 season. So, without further ado, I want to introduce the newest head coach of the Runnin' Rebel basketball program, Mr. Josh Pastner.
Thank you very much. That was incredible. This is awesome with the capital A. I want to make sure you know that. And you are right when you said I got smart leaving the media. I don't know, about 48 hours ago, I had no messages, no phone calls. 48 hours later, I got about 3,000 text messages, 200 voicemails, 300 emails. So it's been going nonstop, but I've loved it. I just first, before I get into some remarks, I just wanted to make sure I thanked President Heavey, Eric Harper, Mike Ketchum, Joe Moeller, and obviously for those 4 who have been just incredible to work with to get to this point. I can't thank everybody enough for the opportunity to be able to do that. So thank you. Also want to give a recognition to my family here. My lovely wife, Carrie. I got a little team, by the way. So my oldest daughter, Peyton, who's 14, my 12-year-old daughter, Cameron, my 9-year-old daughter, Harper, and my 3-year-old son, Kaysen. So, and he's a bear. He's got. You'll see him. You'll love watching him. He'll be up and down all over the place. But so that's my family, and they've been a true blessing to me. And my best friend in the world is my wife. So, okay, let me just tell you this. This morning, I got the opportunity to put on the UNLV polo. And you know when, like, in Little League, when you're in Little League and you put that jersey on and, like, that first time and you're like, it's like gives you chills and the hair on the back of your neck stands up? That's what it was like this morning put on the UNLV polo. You got to understand, growing up, I'm a basketball guy. Growing up and seeing UNLV basketball as a young kid and knowing what it was about, and then having the opportunity to go into the West Coast and play at the University of Arizona, part of the team that won a national championship in 1997, and knowing that the 2 powerhouse schools in the West Coast was Arizona and UNLV. Like, that was the rival. I remember being with Coach Olson and always talking about, in the meetings, just about UNLV and Arizona, like the rival between the 2, and how awesome it was to try to compete to be a juggernaut in the landscape of college basketball. And so in my mind, I had always felt like this was a dream job. Like this was the ultimate job. And when this became open, my motor, which runs a lot, was at even another level. And I cannot express the gratitude and how blessed and thankful I am for this opportunity. But I want to be clear, as honored as I am to sit in this chair, I recognize this is not my team, okay? This is going to be our team. This has to be Las Vegas's team. This has to be the city's team. This has got to be the Runnin' Rebel fan base team. I mean, this has got to be everybody in the community. It's got to be our team. It's your team. It's never going to be my team. The former Runnin' Rebel alumni, all the former players, like we've got to get them back in the mix, and it's their team. They're the ones who have laid the groundwork and all what needed to be done to put the program where it is today. So I fully understand what sitting in this chair, what it means, and how important it is, but I also understand that I'm just a gatekeeper. And it's my responsibility to get the program back to competing for NCAA tournaments, competing for championships and winning championships. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I want to do. And so I fully get it. I'm excited about it. I'm enthused about it. I want to have everybody understand that this is not going to just it's not going to be about me and a couple players. This is going to be the whole city back involved and getting everybody to come here to help build the program back to where we want to get it, all to get it back to NCAA tournaments and winning championships. That's what we want to do. And so it's going to, absolutely. So it's going to take a complete group effort to do that. My responsibility to everybody here is I will be rolling the sleeves up. I'll be about as hands-on as you can find. I want to be in the trenches. I want to go where it needs to be done to rally everybody and to inspire people to get back. I also understand, hey, we've got to put a great product on the floor. Everyone wants to see an exciting brand of basketball. We want to get up and down. We want to compete. I'm a big believer in I always talk about winning every 50-50 ball. If there's a ball on the floor right there, you better come up with that and find a way to win, because that's what's owed to the program and to the fan base here at UNLV. And so how we play, what we're going to do, how we do it is going to be at a high level, a high standard, and it's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be high tempo. It's going to be an exciting brand of basketball. I say all that, though, that nothing's going to happen without everybody in the community feeling like it's their team, and that is going to be on me to continue to make sure that happens and to get everybody fully invested on that emotionally at all times. A couple other things just I would like to hit on. And look, what you see with me is what you get. I am a high-energy, high-motor, very positive person, and that will exemplify who our team is on the floor. So I want you to know that as well too. That includes our staff. That includes everything that we do. Will be a mirror of what I believe in and how we do it. I want to give a great shout out though to Coach Mullen here. Okay, yep. Come on, Coach. Coach is awesome. And you can't. Hey, how about the football program and what he's going to do? Coach is an elite coach. I've known Coach. I've watched him from afar. We talked on the phone yesterday. An awesome human being, an even better coach. So I'm pumped to see you and be at the games. And I know how important football is. So excited about that. It's Lindy. Where's Lindy? There I can see. Yeah, there you are, Coach Lindy. Let me tell you something. Hey. She's awesome. Capital awesome, AWESOME, 5 exclamation points. I've known Coach Lindy since she was a little girl running around in the gyms. I've been coming to Vegas for 30 years, just being involved in basketball here, and I've known her and her dad, Coach LaRock. So I'm so excited to be able to work alongside you as well too. Last couple things. Look. Usually in the media, as Coach knows, they have you in your earpiece, and a lot of times with me, they're saying, "Wrap it up, Coach. You got to get off the stage, or you're getting too long." So I got a couple more minutes. I know I got to get out to not go too long on that. I want to make sure that everyone understands with what we're again with the plan on how we want to attack on what we want to do, and that plan will just to be to rejuvenate, to re-energize, but most importantly, ignite this city. It's a sleeping giant, this job. It's an absolute sleeping giant. And again, I understand what it's going to take to get it back. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a long road of hard work and a lot of hours. But I don't want this to be a long process either. We want to win now. We want to get this done as fast as we can. Absolutely. And in order to do that, whether it's our team, my staff, everyone's around, I'm going to make sure my motor and our intensity and our standard and on the level we're going is going to be raised here. And I'm never going to raise the bar lower to meet them. I'm going to force everyone to meet the bar to where I'm at. And so I hope in the community and the fan base, you come along with us on that. And I'll hold that standard at a high level, and really looking forward to getting in the community, to getting out there with recruiting, to winning games, winning championships, getting back to the tournament, and let's go. Go Rebels, let's go. Thank you very much. Is that good?
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.